shop. This is a approximately 6.5 inch by 3 inch Burl of unknown origin. Another one I acquired from my turning club from someone who had retired from turning. It was completely coated in wax. I got some of these ends off of it. I was originally going to leave the ends on it because it had kind of a diamond shape to it, but once I put a circle in the side of it, I did not like the way it was going to look. So I went ahead and used my cutoff saw, cut these ends down so that it'd be a little easier to turn. I got some cracks down here, got some type of crack here, little cracks in it, but by the time I turn it down, I think we'll be okay. Let me get geared up and we'll get to turning. It's sanded up to 400. We're going to do Axe abrasive paste to see if we can get the shine up on it. I must say, this is the first time I turned a really small piece of burl with a standard bowl gouge. And this is the first time I've turned something this large with a standard bowl gouge, and I was sharpened it first. So I wanted to make sure it was sharp, and still learning technique because I haven't done much with bowl gouge before. But I was impressed with actually how well it cut. I think it cut as well, if not better, than the carbide. At least on this piece of wood it did. And it moved wood pretty quickly. So I gotta admit, I'm pretty impressed, and I think if I keep practicing, it'll only get better. I think sometime after the first of the year, I'll look at buying another set of standard grind bowl gouges. This one's a fingernail grind. And look at getting some standard grind bowl gouges and go from there. But I'll use this one while I've got it. And since I have a nice way to sharpen everything now, that'll work. Let this sit for a couple of seconds, or about a couple of minutes, I believe. And we'll come back and we'll start doing the polishing. I still got a lot to learn on technique, but I think I'm getting a handle on it. And honestly, because of using the standard, I think I got to start my sanding a little higher at 120 instead of 80 because everything was just smoother. Instead of using the round carbide cutter and all this stuff, it was just a little smoother. I did use a scraper on the inside as well, I've got an inside scraper that I got, and that helps as well, but again, it was still really good shape. So we're going to do some X and see what it comes out looking like. Probably a lot like the outside did, I would imagine. Let that sit, bring you back, and we get ready to buff it out. Well, it's done. Bottom, I'm going to leave the mortise in this time. I did have a dot in there, but I decided that I would just leave it. I felt like I'd pushed my luck enough with this. I'm not sure what kind of burl it was. Again, I got it from an estate, so it didn't have, it was one of the few that I got that didn't have something written on it. But I think it turned out fabulous. It's gorgeous wood. It turned out nice. Good thickness all the way around. Again, I think that was much easier to do using the standard tool than it was the carbide. Just my opinion though. Other people may have another opinion of that. I appreciate you stopping by and watching. I hope that you will like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Just doing this, it's a hobby, but I'm doing this in hopes of getting other people interested in this sport, as we call it, the sport of wood turning. And come back and see me next time.